special edition of the GuestX podcast. I'm your co-host, Matthew Loney, sitting here with Brian O'Malley in beautiful Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on the final day of the Phocuswright Summit. Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing awesome.
Yeah? Well,
really excited for this one.
I am very excited for this one. We talked for about 30 minutes before we even got on the podcast. This is a really cool product that we've got today. So it's Xeniapp. And we've got Sachin, who's the CEO, and Rachel, who's the president. Its company is about 3 years old, but is really solving, I think, a really interesting problem for the travel space, which is distribution. And I think really effective distribution, right? And cost-effective distribution, which is what lodging and a lot of travel is looking for. So I'm really excited. Thank you guys both for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Has the conference gone well?
Extremely
Amazing.
well. We've been mobbed by everybody. Tell us more about Xeniapp.
Good. I know. I saw you in the hotel lobby last night. You were going over the video again. Hopefully, we'll get to play some of the video and some of the promo. That would be great. I think our listeners would love to hear about it. So, Sasha, maybe can you give us a little background on Xeniapp and the problem that it's solving, and kind of where you guys are at?
Wow, we have come far away from where we started. 2 years ago, we came up with a vision, and it was very grand for the industry. We wanted to build a full, complete distribution, and that distribution must be scalable. They're not stuck with integrating many more different things. So if you go on our website, you should be able to launch a booking engine seamlessly with few clicks of button. What that means in backend is like it has its own CRM so that you could scale, manage, and track your business. Then it should have all of the inventory integrated and supplied to the users or customers, we call them B2B customers, who are selling that or reselling that in a wholesale rate. And also major challenge was the payments, frauds, how we gonna manage that, underlying payment settlements. So we didn't want our customers to worry about any of the travel problems, integration problems. We want them to sell, which they do best, and we want them to service their customers. This was the two major pain points we decided to address, and to address that we built the entire operating system in travel. We re-engineered the travel, staying outside of major travel infrastructure, which is old, archaic, based on GDS tech, and requires thousands of integrations and multiple engineers working on them nonstop before it's falling through the crack.
So essentially, they've taken all of the data that we need, all of the integrations, and they've plugged it into one piece of software, which is probably the most complicated thing, and the reason that we don't do it very well in vacation rentals, because we don't know where to start.
Yep.
Integrations are expensive. It's all over the place.
Hard to maintain.
It's
even
hard to
after you
maintain.
build them.
And the user experience on a site is very difficult to put together, especially when you're trying to transact.
Well, and it's outside of the skill set of travel professionals. I mean, it's crazy. They should be out selling travel and supporting trips, and instead they're trying to be a tech mogul, managing, creating a booking engine in their own CRM. It's a bad fit. And most of them either remain offline, right? They're selling by phone or by text and using Google Sheets to store their records, or they're having a very lousy online experience, or they're under the thumb of a consortium or some other agency that's taking a lot of commissions from them.
Yep.
So that's one side of it, but you're losing, if you don't have a good booking engine, the revenue loss is massive.
That is what.
And maybe, Sasha and Rachel, you could explain. So right now, is the target are you targeting groups that have already strong traffic to their site and groups who view this as kind of an ancillary, right? Like I could book all this other stuff without being an expert in it? Or is it people who are using the site as a primary business to book? Is it the former?
Yes,
I
think certainly the former is our primary target market.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, you've got all this traffic, you're building it as a business, right? And this is just an easy way, especially if it's a close fit to what you're doing in leisure markets, right, around travel.
We want, I hope I said that right. If I said the former, I think I forgot which one you said first. But what we're trying to do to begin with is to empower travel professionals who, this is what they do, right? They have a strong focus on selling trips with all sorts of inventory included in it to their clients, and they want to be able to store their clients' records, they want to be able to accept payments, they want their client to have a modern experience where they can log in and see their bookings history, pay online, chat with the agent if they have questions. They want to give their clients the kind of experience they're used to on Expedia, but with the security of having a travel professional support them and help them along their trip.
And of course, I want to add on to that is like it shouldn't become so expensive for the customers to use those travel agents. So they need to access to the bottleneck of the inventory rates, the wholesale rates, rack rates, and make sure that the commissions are not so high and wild that customers don't want to use them. OTAs have gauged these two major, I think, industry players, and they have been suffering since last 10, 20 years. No innovation.
So let's try. That's a good segue into how you're set up from a cost structure. So how does Xeniapp make money? Is it a flat fee? Is there an upfront fee for the original setup? Just give us an idea of what the economics look like.
So we make money three ways. We have given the infrastructure to the travel professionals, which we charge them a subscription monthly. Then we have a small markup to cover our cost of maintaining that infrastructure. And then we have 1% we take on the transactions because we also give the payment solutions.
Oh, wow.
When we introduce our blockchain payment settlement engine, that will come into play.
That will come into play.
So that's not
that's a
immediate.
Version 2.
Version 2, yes, correct.
Yeah, but blockchain for the merchant, that's huge.
That's correct.
It save a lot of money.
It's going to save a lot of money. It's going to allow people to get their commissions instantly as soon as the trip is completed or non-refundable, as opposed to waiting God knows how long to receive their money. We're going to be able to cut out a ton of the middlemen in the payment space so that we can cut the cost of the total payment as a percentage of the booking dramatically. And over time, as we build out the system, we hope to eliminate credit card fraud.
There's a number of people in this building right now who don't want to see a lot of what she just said happen.
A lot of it.
I keep seeing a lot of credit card processing companies walking by. That is really interesting. So tell us, go ahead, Brian.
Tell us about the onboarding process, because you showed us the video on how you onboard. And one of the things that just caught me from the very get-go was how simple it is.
Yes, that was the main goal, right? You go and try to sign a 10-page form and then go online. I think it's a tedious process to onboard if you really make it complicated. The way we build the booking engine is so smart enough that you need a very simple information, company information, put your payments, pick your plan, and go. Yeah. It's less than 30-second job. I would vouch by that.
Well, when you first said you can build it in 30 seconds, I was like, okay, so it's really 5 minutes.
Yeah. And then you pulled me, and you said, you've got to see this.
I pulled Brian, like, look at the video. It really is 30 seconds. I mean,
well, it depends how fast you type.
When I want to get a business up and running, fast.
It's fast. You want to make money? It has to be fast.
That is, and it is, again, like Rachel was saying, and this isn't what a lot of these people do. They're really good at taking care of their customers, and it allows them to get back to focusing on probably the reason they got into the business, right? If they wanted to get into building websites and booking engines, they would have gone into building websites and booking engines, but they didn't. Correct. So, I just think
it's a boring job. I'm telling you.
Well, I think it's a brilliant solution, and Brian and I spent a lot of time on this show talking about how guest experience is it's done by humans, but the technology can make it look or be a lot easier, but it's still got to be human driven, and this is one of those things that can free up their time to be more focused on their guest experience.
Which is exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
Absolutely, and why they got into it.
Right.
Most hospitality people like to be around people, not computers.
That's right.
Yes, nothing against Sasha, nothing against, but
It's so funny you said that, right? Think about travel, and if you look the origination of the word, travel means pain. We're taking the pain away from the people for traveling, and who could do is another human being who understand that pain is going away. You are canceling, rescheduling, and you're human talking to, all right, I got this, I'm going to help you out. I have everything I need to support you. So that's what Xeniapp, taking the travel out of travel, the pain out of travel.
So tell us, I know the show's gone well. Your purpose for coming to Phocuswright this year, are you raising money right now? Is it more about building partnerships? What's the goal?
Yeah, the goal was all of the above.
Okay.
I mean, obviously we're new to the scene. This is our first time to Phocuswright. We wanted people to find out who we were and what we were doing, because we've been kind of in stealth mode until launch, which our launch is in 2 weeks. This is our sort of coming out debutante ball.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So we wanted to, first of all, see our suppliers in person and get new inventory, which we have.
Yeah.
A lot of exciting offers for that. Meet, potential clients.
Yeah.
We have been in fundraising mode. We are in the process right now of closing out our seed round. And so we should have an announcement about that soon.
Congratulations again.
Yeah. Lots happening.
It's been a busy day.
And we really wanted to showcase the tech to everybody here. They're experts, and we wanted to think what they think of what we have built. Given that we have stayed outside of all of those industry experts and their zones, and we built it in silo, knowing what they want, what the customers want. It was a very customer-driven, intuitive software development at Xeni. We take that very seriously.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It really is. Well, thank you guys so much for spending a little bit of time with us here today. I know that this conference is a pretty short conference. I mean, as some conferences go, and it's a lot of running around, and time is at a premium. So we really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.